Hey everyone, it's your boy Raihan here. And welcome back to the channel where we keep it real, we keep it fun, and we definitely keep it 100. So grab your snacks, get comfy, because today we are diving deep, and I mean deep, into a topic that I think a lot of us, myself included sometimes, kinda sleep on. We're talking about those subtle and sometimes not so subtle clues that the universe and mostly other people are throwing our way. You know what I'm talking about? Today, we're diving into something super interesting. 12 signs that you're more attractive than you think. Yes, you heard me right. Because let's be honest, sometimes our inner critic is louder than a foghorn at a library telling us all sorts of nonsense. We look in the mirror and see one thing, but the world might be seeing a whole different, much more fabulous picture. It's like we're wearing those trick glasses that make everything look wonky, but everyone else sees us in glorious 4K Ultra HD. So if you've ever wondered if maybe, just maybe, you're underestimating your own sparkle, then this video is for you, boo. We're going to break down these signs, have a little laugh, maybe an aha moment or two, and hopefully, by the end of this, you'll be walking a little taller and feeling a little extra awesome. Because trust me, you probably are. Let's get into it. Alright, first up on our list, and this one might seem a little obvious, but stick with me. You get compliments often. Now, I'm not just talking about your bestie saying, OMG, love that top, although those count too. Shout out to supportive friends. I'm talking about those random, out-of-the-blue compliments from acquaintances, colleagues, or even sometimes strangers. When people consistently take a moment out of their day to tell you they like your hair, your outfit, your smile, your energy, or even something specific like how you handled a situation, that's a big old flashing neon sign. Think about it. People are busy, right? They're in their own worlds, rushing around. For someone to pause and offer a genuine compliment, something about you had to catch their attention in a really positive way. It's not just them being polite, it's them vocalizing an admiration. And if this is happening to you on the regular, like more than once in a blue moon, then honey, you're doing something incredibly right. It means your attractiveness, whether it's your physical appearance, your vibe, or your personality, is shining through so brightly that people just can't help but notice and say something. Sometimes we get awkward about compliments, don't we? We brush them off, we say, oh, this old thing, or we try to deflect. But I'm telling you, start accepting them. Soak them in. If multiple unrelated people are telling you that you look great, or that you have a wonderful laugh, or that your ideas are brilliant, they're not all part of some secret society trying to boost your ego for no reason. They're genuinely seeing these amazing qualities in you. It's like the universe sending you little love notes through other people. Consider the variety of these compliments too. Are they always about the same thing, or do they vary? Maybe one day it's your sense of style, another day it's your positive attitude, and the next it's how articulate you are. This variety shows that your attractiveness isn't one-dimensional. It's a whole package deal. You're hitting different notes with different people, and that's a testament to a well-rounded appeal. It's easy to downplay these things, especially if you're a humble person, but frequent compliments are solid evidence. So, the next time someone pays you a compliment, instead of shying away, just smile, say a genuine thank you, and let that little boost sink in. It's not vanity. It's acknowledging a truth that others are clearly seeing. If your life feels like a low-key compliment parade, then congratulations. You are officially more attractive than you're giving yourself credit for. Point blank, period. This is a major green flag, so start noticing it and owning it. Okay, sign number 2, people make prolonged eye contact with you. And I'm not talking about that creepy, stare you down in a dark alley kind of eye contact, okay? We're talking about that engaged, interested, maybe even a little bit captivated kind of gaze. You know, the one when you're talking to someone and they're really looking at you, not through you or past you. Or when you catch someone from across the room and your eyes meet for just a second longer than necessary. That's the good stuff. Eye contact is such a powerful, primal form of nonverbal communication. It can convey so much without a single word being spoken. Interest, curiosity, admiration, connection. When someone holds your gaze a little longer, it often means they're intrigued by you. They're taking you in, they're engaged with what you're saying or simply with your presence. It's like their eyes are saying, there's something about you that's got my attention. And that something is often, you guessed it, attractiveness. Think about your own behavior. When you find someone interesting or appealing, don't you tend to look at them more? It's human nature. We're drawn to what we find beautiful or captivating, so if you notice that people whether it's in conversations, meetings, or just out and about, tend to lock eyes with you and hold that contact. It's a pretty strong indicator that they find something about you appealing. It could be your expressive eyes, your engaging smile, or just the overall vibe you're giving off. Now, some of us might feel a little shy or even flustered when this happens. We might be tempted to look away quickly, but try to notice it without feeling self-conscious. If it's happening consistently, it's not just a coincidence. It means you have a presence that draws people in and makes them want to connect, even if it's just through a shared glance. This isn't just about romantic attraction either. It can be a sign of respect, genuine interest in what you have to say, or simply an appreciation for your aura. So pay attention to those lingering looks. They're like little visual compliments. If you find that people's eyes tend to meet yours and stay there for that extra beat, it's a subtle but significant sign that you possess an attractive quality that's capturing their attention. It's a silent acknowledgement that there's something about you that's worth looking at, worth engaging with. Don't underestimate the power of the gaze. It's often a window to how others truly perceive you. Sign number 3 on our journey to uncovering your hidden hotness: strangers smile at you. And I mean genuine, warm, hello there, fellow human smiles. Not the I'm trying to sell you something smile or the I'm about to tell a really bad joke smile. We're talking about those spontaneous little beams of sunshine from people you've never met before. You're walking down the street, minding your own business, and someone just catches your eye and gives you a pleasant smile. It's a small thing, but it speaks volumes. Why would a complete stranger smile at you? Well, often it's because something about your presence is inviting, pleasant, or just generally appealing. Maybe you have a naturally friendly face, or you're radiating positive energy without even realizing it. Perhaps you just look like someone they'd like to know, or someone who brightens up the space around them. A smile is an unconscious reaction a lot of the time. If you look approachable and attractive, people are more likely to offer one. Think about it. We don't just go around grinning at every single person we pass. There's usually a trigger. And if you're that trigger for multiple strangers on a fairly regular basis, that's a pretty cool sign. It means you're putting out a vibe that makes people feel good, or at least curious in a positive way. It's like you have this invisible aura of, hey, I'm a decent human being, possibly even a delightful one, and people are picking up on it. This isn't about having a supermodel pout or anything like that. It's often about something much more subtle, an openness in your expression, a light in your eyes, or just an overall pleasant demeanor. These are all facets of attractiveness that go beyond the superficial. If you find yourself exchanging smiles with strangers often, it's a lovely indicator that your natural state is one that people find appealing and welcoming. It's a beautiful, unprompted form of positive feedback from the world. So the next time a stranger offers you a smile, smile back. And take a little mental note. These aren't just random acts of politeness, they're often genuine reactions to your appealing presence. It's a sign that you're navigating the world with a certain charm that draws positive attention. It means you're probably more radiant than you think, and people are noticing that light. Embrace those stranger smiles because they're little confirmations of your inherent attractiveness. Alright, let's move on to sign number 4. And this one is all about your conversational charm. People seem to genuinely enjoy talking to you. I mean, they don't just tolerate the conversation, they actively participate, they laugh, they ask follow-up questions, they seem engaged and, dare I say, delighted to be chatting with you. This is a huge indicator of attractiveness that goes way beyond just physical looks. It's about your personality, your wit, your warmth, and your ability to connect with others. Think about those conversations where time just seems to fly by. If you're frequently on the giving or receiving end of such interactions, it means you've got something special. People are drawn to good conversationalists. If they find themselves opening up to you, sharing stories, or seeking your opinion, it's because they feel comfortable and stimulated in your presence. Your ability to make someone feel heard, understood, or entertained is an incredibly attractive quality. This isn't just about being the life of the party or the loudest person in the room. It can be much quieter than that. Maybe you're an amazing listener, and people feel they can truly confide in you. Perhaps you have a unique perspective that makes them think, or a sense of humor that genuinely makes them chuckle. Whatever it is, if people are seeking out conversations with you, or if interactions with you tend to be positive and engaging, that's a massive win in the attractiveness department. Consider how people react when you speak. Do they lean in? Do their eyes light up? Do they remember things you've said previously and bring them up again? These are all signs that they value what you have to say and enjoy the experience of communicating with you. This kind of social attractiveness can be even more powerful and lasting than fleeting physical appeal. It means you have a charm that makes people want to be around you, to hear your thoughts, and to share their own. So if you often find yourself in enjoyable, flowing conversations, and people seem to genuinely light up when they talk to you, take that as a major compliment. It means you're not just a pretty face, though you might be that too, but you've also got that captivating conversational magic. This is a sign that your overall persona is incredibly appealing, making people want to connect with you on a more meaningful level. Your words and your presence have power. Sign number 5 takes us into the digital realm. You receive a lot of likes and comments on social media. Now hold up, before you say NB, that's so superficial. Hear me out. While social media isn't the be-all and end-all of validation, consistent positive engagement online can definitely be a reflection of your real-world appeal. We're talking about genuine interactions, not just bot likes or spam comments, okay? Real people taking the time to engage with what you put out there. Think about it. When you post a picture, a thought, a story, or an update, and it consistently gets a good number of likes and thoughtful comments, it means people are interested in you and what you're doing. They find your content, and by extension you, appealing enough to interact with. This isn't just about thirst traps either, though if that's your game and it's working, you do you, boo. It can be about your humor, your insights, your creativity, your adventures, or just your general vibe. If your DMs are often filled with positive messages, people reacting to your stories with more than just a quick emoji, or engaging in actual conversations in your comment sections, that's a sign. It shows that you've cultivated an online presence that people are drawn to. In today's world, our digital persona is an extension of ourselves, and if that persona is resonating positively with a lot of people, it often mirrors some level of offline attractiveness, be it physical, intellectual, or personality-based. Consider the engagement too. Are people just double tapping, or are they leaving comments that show they've actually paid attention? Are they asking questions, sharing their own related experiences, or complimenting specific aspects of what you've shared? These deeper interactions suggest a genuine interest and appreciation. It means you're not just another face in the scroll, you're someone whose updates people look forward to or find compelling. So, while we should always take social media metrics with a grain of salt, don't completely dismiss consistent positive feedback online. If your posts generally spark joy, conversation, or admiration, it's another piece of the puzzle suggesting that people find you, in your various facets, attractive. It's a modern-day nod to your appeal, and if it's happening regularly, it's likely reflecting something very real about how you're perceived. Okay, this next sign, number 6, is a big one, and it can be really eye-opening. People are genuinely surprised when you express feelings of insecurity. Picture this. You're having a vulnerable moment. Maybe you mention something you're self-conscious about, your hair, your public speaking skills, anything, and the person you're talking to looks at you with wide eyes and says something like, "What? You feel that way? But you're so, insert amazing quality here." That reaction is golden. Their surprise is incredibly telling. It means that their perception of you is so positive, so confident, so that the idea of you having insecurities is almost baffling to them. They see you as this amazing, put-together individual, and your self-doubts simply don't align with the awesome image they have of you in their minds. It's like you're telling them the sky is green. It just doesn't compute with their reality of who you are. This disconnect between your self-perception and how others see you is a classic sign that you're underestimating your own attractiveness. The flaws you magnify in your own mind are often invisible or insignificant to others. They're too busy being impressed by your strengths, your charm, your looks, or your overall presence to notice the little things you might obsess over. Their surprise is a genuine reflection of how highly they regard you. Think about times you've shared a vulnerability and received this kind of shocked or reassuring response. It's not just them being nice or polite. It's often a sincere expression of their confusion because they genuinely don't see you the way you see yourself in those insecure moments. They might even try to list all the reasons why you feel insecure, pointing out all your attractive qualities that you might be overlooking. Listen to them. They're offering you an external perspective that's probably much more objective. So, if you've experienced this, if people seem taken aback or rush to reassure you when you voice a self-doubt, Take it as strong evidence that you are way more attractive and put together than your inner critic allows you to believe. Their surprise is a gift, a little window into how the world actually views you. It's a clear signal that your insecurities are often just in your head, while your awesomeness is out there for everyone else to see. Alright, sign number 7 is a classic, and sometimes it can make you feel a little like you're in a movie. You catch people staring at you. Now again, we're not talking about creepy, uncomfortable leering, we're talking about those moments when you're just going about your day. Maybe you're in a coffee shop, on public transport, or at an event, and you look up and notice someone's gaze fixed on you. And when you catch them, they might quickly look away, maybe even blush a little. That's the T. This is different from prolonged eye contact during a conversation. This is when you're not actively engaging with them, but something about you has captured their attention enough for them to just stare. It could be admiration for your style, your features, the way you carry yourself, or just an overall captivating aura. People are naturally drawn to look at things and people they find aesthetically pleasing or intriguing. If you're the recipient of these stares, it's a pretty clear hint. Think about it. It takes a certain level of fascination for someone to risk being caught staring. They're not just glancing, they're observing. Maybe they're admiring your outfit, wondering about your story, or simply finding you visually appealing. Whatever the reason, their attention is focused on you. If this happens more than just occasionally, it's a strong indicator that you have a presence that turns heads and piques interest. Sometimes it can feel a bit awkward, I get it. You might wonder, is there something on my face? But more often than not, especially if it's accompanied by a subtle smile if they're caught, or a quick, almost embarrassed look away, it's a sign of admiration. It means something about you is eye-catching in a positive way. You possess a certain magnetism that makes people pause and take notice, even when you're not trying to. So if you frequently find yourself in these caught-you-looking scenarios, don't immediately assume the worst. More often than not, it's a silent compliment. It's the universe, via other people's eyeballs, telling you that there's something undeniably attractive about you that makes people want to get a longer look. It's a subtle but powerful affirmation that you're turning heads for all the right reasons. Embrace your inner main character. Moving on to sign number 8, and this one is all about that invisible pull. People often try to get physically close to you. This isn't about invading your personal space in a creepy way, but more about a natural inclination to be nearer to you. Think about parties or social gatherings. Do people tend to gravitate towards your circle? In conversations, do they lean in a little closer? Do they choose seats next to you when other options are available? These are all subtle cues. Physical proximity is a fundamental, often subconscious, indicator of attraction or liking. People naturally want to be near those they find appealing, whether it's because they enjoy their energy, find them physically attractive, or simply feel comfortable and drawn to their presence. If you notice a pattern of people maneuvering to be in your vicinity, it's a pretty good sign that they're attracted to you in some way. This can manifest in various ways. It could be someone consistently finding reasons to walk by your desk at work, or always ending up in the same group as you during social activities. It might be someone subtly angling their body towards you during a group conversation, even if they're not directly talking to you. These are little tells that suggest they're seeking out your company and your nearness. It's like you have your own little gravitational field of awesome. Pay attention to these subtle shifts in space and positioning. Sometimes it's so natural that you might not even register it consciously. But if you start to observe, you might find that people make an effort, however small, to bridge the gap between you and them. This desire for closeness is deeply ingrained in human interaction when attraction is present. It's a non-verbal way of saying, I like being around you. So, if you often find people positioning themselves near you, leaning into your space during chats, or generally just ending up close by, take it as a compliment. It means your presence is desirable, your energy is inviting, and people feel a pull towards you. This isn't just about romantic interest. It can also mean they find you charismatic and simply enjoy being in your aura. You're like a cozy fireplace on a cold day. People just want to gather round. Sign number 9 is one of the most direct and undeniable indicators that you're attractive. You get asked out frequently. And when I say asked out, I mean people are explicitly expressing interest in spending one-on-one time with you, whether it's for a formal date, a casual coffee, or just to hang out and get to know you better. If your social calendar has the potential to be packed because of these invitations, then honey, you are definitely ringing on the attractive-o-meter. Think about the courage it takes for someone to put themselves out there and ask someone out. There's always a risk of rejection. So if multiple people are willing to take that leap of faith with you, it means they find you compelling enough, attractive enough, and interesting enough to want to explore a connection. This isn't something that happens to everyone with high frequency, so if it's happening to you, it's significant. This isn't just about romantic pursuits either, although that's a big part of it. It could also be people genuinely wanting to build a friendship or a deeper connection because they're drawn to your personality and charm. The key here is the frequency. An occasional invitation is nice, but if you're regularly fielding requests for your time and company, it's a clear sign that you possess a high degree of appeal. You're in demand. Even if you're not saying yes to every invitation, and you absolutely don't have to, the fact that the offers are consistently coming your way is the point. It means that a variety of people are seeing you as someone desirable, someone they want to invest their time and energy in getting to know better. It's a direct form of validation from the outside world that your attractiveness is making an impact. You're not just a background character, you're someone people actively want to engage with. So, if your DMs have a fair share of "hey, are you free to," or if you often find yourself politely declining offers because you're busy or just not interested, take a moment to acknowledge what that means. It means you are perceived as highly attractive and desirable by a good number of people. Don't downplay it. It's a strong testament to your overall appeal, and a clear sign that you're probably way more attractive than you give yourself credit for. Chapter 10. You're not forgettable, you're. Coming in at sign number 10. People remember you easily, and I don't just mean they remember your name, though that's a good start. I'm talking about people recalling specific details about you, conversations you've had or things you've done, even if you only met them briefly or interacted with them a while ago. If you often find yourself surprised by what people remember about you, it's a sign that you make a lasting impression, and that's a huge component of attractiveness. Being memorable means you stand out from the crowd. There's something about your personality, your energy, your appearance, or the way you made them feel that sticks with them. In a world where we meet so many people and are bombarded with information, being someone who lingers in another person's memory is a powerful thing. It suggests you have a certain charisma or unique quality that captures attention and isn't easily dismissed or forgotten. Think about those instances where someone says, "Oh, I remember you. You were the one who said that funny thing, had that cool insight, wore that awesome jacket." Or when an acquaintance brings up a detail from a past conversation that you'd forgotten you even shared. This isn't just about them having a good memory, it's about being distinctive enough to be filed away in their mental, important, interesting people folder. This quality of being memorable is intrinsically linked to attractiveness. People who are engaging, who have a vibrant personality, who carry themselves with confidence, or who have a unique style are naturally more memorable. They leave a mark. If you find that people you haven't seen in ages still greet you warmly and recall specifics about you, it's a strong indicator that your presence has an impact. So if you're often pleasantly surprised by people's ability to recall you and details about your interactions, don't just chalk it up to them being observant. Give yourself some credit. It means you possess a certain star quality, an attractive essence that makes you hard to forget. You're not just passing through people's lives unnoticed, you're leaving a positive and memorable trace, and that's a beautiful sign of your overall appeal. Chapter 11. Your vibe attracts your tribe and everyone else. Sign number 11 is all about that inner glow. You have a positive energy that attracts others. This is that intangible quality that some people just radiate. It's more than just being happy-go-lucky. It's a genuine warmth, optimism, and enthusiasm for life that people can feel when they are around you. If you're often told you have good energy, or if people just seem to light up in your presence, this is a massive sign of your attractiveness. Positive energy is incredibly magnetic. Think about it. Who do you want to be around? People who drain you with negativity, or people who uplift you and make you feel good? Exactly. If you're someone who naturally exudes positivity, kindness, and a zest for life, people will be drawn to you like moths to a flame. This kind of attractiveness isn't necessarily about perfect features or a trendy wardrobe, it's about the beautiful energy you put out into the world. This can manifest in many ways. A genuine smile that reaches your eyes, an encouraging word for someone who needs it, a contagious laugh, or simply a calm, reassuring presence. When you carry positive energy, you create a welcoming atmosphere around you. People feel comfortable, happy, and inspired when they're in your company. This makes you incredibly appealing on a very deep human level. It's the kind of attractiveness that makes people want to be your friend, your colleague, or just in your general vicinity. If you find that people often seek your company, confide in you, or tell you that you brighten their day, that's your positive energy at work. It's a powerful force that can make you stand out far more than any superficial trait. This inner light shines outward and makes you beautiful from the inside out. It's a sign that your soul is pretty, and that kind of pretty doesn't fade. It's an attractiveness that truly resonates. So, cultivate that positive energy, but also, recognize if it's already a natural part of who you are. If people consistently react well to your presence and seem to genuinely enjoy the vibe you bring, that's a huge testament to your attractiveness. It means you're not just pleasant to look at, but you're pleasant too. And that's a quality that will draw people to you throughout your life. You're basically a human sunshine dispenser. Chapter 12. The Little Perks Club Getting Hooked Up. And finally, sign number 12, which can sometimes feel a bit surprising but is definitely a thing. You often get free stuff or special treatment. Now, this isn't about demanding things or being entitled, absolutely not. This is about those little unexpected perks that just seem to come your way. Maybe the barista gives you your coffee on the house, or you get an extra scoop of ice cream, or someone goes out of their way to help you when they don't have to. These small gestures can be subtle indicators of your appeal. This phenomenon is sometimes dubbed pretty privilege, but it's often broader than just conventional physical attractiveness. It can be about your overall charming demeanor, your friendly smile, or that positive energy we just talked about. People are subconsciously more inclined to be kind, generous, or helpful to those they find appealing or likable. It's a human bias, and if it's working in your favor, it's a sign. Think about it. Has a shopkeeper ever given you a slight discount for no apparent reason? Or has someone offered you a better seat or a small upgrade just because? These aren't always calculated moves on their part. Often, it's an unconscious desire to do something nice for someone who has made a positive impression on them, someone they find attractive in the broadest sense of the word. Pleasant, charming, engaging. Of course, this shouldn't be expected, and it's important to always be gracious and appreciative. But if you notice a pattern of these little kindnesses and unexpected favors coming your way from various people in different situations, it's worth noting. It suggests that your overall presentation, your appearance, your attitude, your interactions, is having a positive and persuasive effect on those around you. People just to be nice to you. So, while it might feel a bit awkward to acknowledge, if you're frequently on the receiving end of these little extras, take it as another piece of evidence that you're more attractive than you think. It means you're putting out a vibe that makes people want to treat you well. It's the world giving you a little wink and a nod, acknowledging that there's something special and appealing about you. Enjoy those little perks, and see them as a reflection of your overall charm. Outro, you're more awesome than you know. So there you have it, folks. If you noticed any of these signs, chances are you're more attractive than you think. We've gone through 12, count them, 12 signs that you might just be a low-key heartthrob, a charmer, a vibe setter, without even fully realizing it. It's so easy to get caught up in our own heads and listen to that pesky inner critic, but the truth is, the way we see ourselves isn't always the way the world sees us. And often the world has a much kinder, more appreciative lens. Remember, attractiveness isn't just about one thing. It's a mix of your looks, your personality, your energy, how you treat others, and how you carry yourself. If you resonated with a bunch of these points, from getting frequent compliments to people just wanting to be near your awesome energy, then it's time to give yourself a little more credit. You're shining brighter than you know. Use this as a little confidence booster, a reminder to own your fabulousness. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and diving into this topic. I hope it gave you some food for thought and maybe even a little ego boost. You deserve it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content. Let me know in the comments which of these signs you've experienced. Until next time, stay amazing, keep shining, and remember how truly attractive you are inside and out. Peace out.